Welcome to today's market report. European stock markets are seeing opening mixed on Monday amid conflicting news from Asia and as Sanofi seeks an acquisition with the US-based biopharmaceutical company Principia Biopharma for a sum of roughly $3.36 billion. The DAX future this morning traded 0.2% higher, FTSE rose 0.1%, CAC in France dropped 0.3%. Earlier today, China's central bank injected liquidity into its financial system, added 700 billion yuan, about $100 billion of one-year funding via the medium-term lending facility, seeking to keep a fragile economic recovery on track. China's economy has been showing signs of recovery of late, although consumption has failed to keep pace with the rebound in industrial output. This news contrasts with data which also emerged showing Japan was hit by its biggest economic contraction on record in the second quarter, as the world's third largest economy shrank an annualized 27.8% in April to June. In corporate news, French pharma giant Sanofi said on Monday that it entered into an agreement to buy a US-based biopharmaceutical company, Principia Biopharma, for a sum of roughly $3.36 billion. Oil prices advanced on Monday following recent signals that supply and demand are returning closer to balance after the coronavirus outbreak, and a spat between Saudi Arabia and Russia caused a dramatic oversupply earlier this year. US crude future traded 0.8% higher at $42.33 a barrel. Brent contract rose 0.7% to 45.11. Gold future rose 0.4% to $1,956.95 per ounce, continuing to trade in an elevated range just below the $2,000 level. On the FX front, GBP/USD has been retreating amid divergent disease curves across the Atlantic, yet other factors such as rising US yields and worries about Britain's furlough scheme were also in play. Is the pendulum about to swing in the other direction this week? UK retail sales, the Fed's minutes and the coronavirus are in focus. Pound traders will want to see the disease remaining under control, even if cases continue rising. Any new local lockdowns may weigh on sterling. Prime Minister Johnson aims to reopen schools in September, and any delay would also cause suffering. The economic calendar kicks off with CPI figures on Tuesday. Headline CPI stood at 0.6% yearly in June, and no substantial changes are likely in July. Consumption has recovered faster than the broader economy. Will the volume return to that seen last year? The option is remote, but cannot be ruled out, especially given the government's furlough scheme. While the infections curve is clearly off the peak, deaths remain at an elevated level in the US. A consistent drop in the 7-day rolling average is needed to confirm the trend and provide hope. Vaccine news will also be of interest after Russia's announcements propelled the global race to develop immunization into a higher gear. Hopes may boost the market and weigh on the greenback. Investors assume lawmakers will eventually strike a deal, but every day that passes without new relief is weighing on the economy. If officials settle for a small package, it would hurt the economy and also Trump's chances. A larger boost would boost the economy and the president's probability of holding on to power. Cable is seen navigating with the 129.50 to 131.60 range for the time being, according to the UOB Group. Their expectation for GBP to trade sideways was incorrect, as it popped to a high of 131.43 before dropping back down quickly and ended the day slightly higher at 130.86 on Friday. The rapid swings have resulted in a mixed outlook. Eurodollar rally looks overdone as per technical indicators, trading at 118.60. However, a notable pullback could still remain elusive, as a fiscal impasse in Washington is likely to keep the dollar bulls at bay. The US dollar started the week on a down note, down 0.07% to 93.023. This is today's market news. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.